Just tell me what you need. It's alright here, yeah, in Detroit. Don't matter what it is, it's alright here. Oh.
Sheila Grant here for another episode of Our Detroit. Recently, I was bumping around the Eastern Market and I stopped by the Savvy Chic Boutique.
While there, I discovered Unforced Rhythms, a line of body products made in Detroit. I contacted the creator, Elizabeth Hardy, and she agreed to meet with me to discuss her line of natural body products.
Good seeing you
Thank
again.
you so much for coming. So, is your...
It's in through this door over here.
Okay, I'll let you lead the way.
Want to try the newest
I would love
kid on the
to
block?
try the newest one. Will you pamper me?
Yes, I will. Yes, I will. It only takes a little bit.
Just that little baby amount? Wow. This feels so good. You're right. Literally, my hands are covered with that little bit. I didn't need much at all.
That's why we sell body creams, not lotion.
Oh my goodness. And you don't want anything greasy either. This is non-greasy and it just smells so good, but without being perfumey.
You can put that on and then put a fragrance on.
Okay.
Or you can wear it by itself.
Well, I would love to see your process. I know you mentioned, that you make everything up at your headquarters yourself. I'd love to be able to go and see behind the scenes just how the magic happens.
Sounds good to me.
All right,
let's go.
This is where the magic happens.
This is where the magic.
Walk me through what's in front of us.
Today we're making sugar scrub.
Ooh.
So what I have here is the oils for the scrub. And so we put those in here, and I'm gonna heat them on the stove and they'll melt.
Okay.
Okay.
And how long did you say you've been doing this?
I started in 2012. I had this job that I loved and it ended. The door closed. And so I was just asking God, what next? And I put that in there. I had this book called Visions, and it said most people don't do what the ideas that come because they're afraid. So the idea came and I thought it was for my daughter. And I got up to call her. Oh no, I knew in my spirit it was for me. And so then I started to try and create what I had in my mind. To get this to where I wanted it to be, it took me 2 years.
Wow.
This is magical.
Okay.
I use it on my feet. I use it to take my makeup off. I sell a lot of This Is Love.
Okay.
Let's see how this is doing. Once it gets warm and everything is melted, then we will mix it, make sure everything is together, and then we put it in the freezer. I was a little intimidated by fragrance, but I like fragrance. I like to smell good, and I not necessarily have to wear a cologne.
You were intimidated about making it?
I was intimidated about making a body cream with a fragrance in it. To create a scent,
Okay, gotcha.
you're starting with the oils. So once you do a sample of oils, like you'll do a cotton ball and you'll put all these together on a cotton ball.
Okay.
And you smell it. It takes days in order for that to
Settle in and
know
know what
it
it's going to
is.
be like
Right.
going forward. Okay.
Right. And then we're going to mix it a little bit to make sure everything is gelled and put it in the freezer for about 10-15 minutes.
So tell me about the name Unforced Rhythms and what that means. That's the UR.
It's the Unforced Rhythms of Grace is what it is. And it's written out in the Message Bible. Life flows, and if you flow with it, it's a lot easier to navigate than if you're trying to do your own thing.
Sure.
UR is the brand.
Okay.
And it's UR. And well, let me tell you the story behind it. Was such an accident. I had them make the labels, and when I got them, the Unforced Rhythms is really small under there, right? So I put one on Super Rich, and I'm sitting on the sofa, and I'm looking at it,
And it's UR.
and it said UR. Most people don't see that. There's a message right in front of you. You are filthy rich. You are This Is Love. You are super rich.
Oh, there's that film you talked about
That's
being.
it. That's the film.
So that's the glycerin?
Glycerin.
Okay. So what's next for you? Are you looking to expand beyond the scrubs and creams at all, or not at this point?
Vitamin E is always good for the skin. I've done one, but it's not where I want it to be. It's a body wash. I made one for Super Rich. I love the scent. I love the smell. So now we're going to put a preservative in. But when I put it out, it didn't lather. It's natural. So I've got to find out how to get the lather. And now we're going to add the oils. It has to be the same order every time in order to create the same fragrance.
So if you put lavender in third instead of first, it would be a different...
fragrance.
Wow. Tell me about how you see this as an art form.
I see it as an art form because it's creating. And when you're creating, that's art. It's coming out of your intellect, it's coming out of your being, it's coming out of who you are.
So good.
And so that's art.
Oh, it smells so good. And I smell lemon, but you didn't use lemon.
I didn't use, everybody think it's lemongrass. It's not lemongrass.
So what is that smells like that?
It's the lime, the mei chang, which is like neroli. We're going to fold in sugar. And this is the tricky part because I have to feel when it's ready to add more or stop. I know about how much it takes, but
it's not an exact science.
It's not an exact science.
Tell me about what it means to be a creative person and an artist in the city of Detroit.
When you go downtown and you see Detroit, it's like everything is vibrant. All of the creative aspects are coming out in all kinds of form. The murals, the graffiti, the stores that are popping up. This gives you a feel for when it's right.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing to see what's happening, the rebirth, and to be a part of that. This is just the beginning, and it needs more sugar. We're not trying to be anybody else. We want to be Detroit, right? Because it was amazing in its heyday, and that's where we're headed, but even better. And I think this is it. It's the vision for Detroit that we have collectively, and none of us could do it individually.
Look at that.
I'm excited about being a part of that and supporting others who are doing the same thing.
I'm home, you're home in Detroit City. There's no place like home. Just tell me what you need. It's alright here, in Detroit. Don't matter what it is. It's alright